What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World. Today I'm gonna go over some heroes you might need for ventures, right? And or some you can earn in the upcoming events. like as you've noticed, there are meteors that you need to interact with. This is the first quest. Uh, what I call the meteor event, and that meteor event leads to hit the road, which is where you get your prehistoric characters. I call them prehistoric characters because they're dinosaur themed, but their actual name in the collection book is historic heroes, I believe. Not in heroes, I think it's an event, not schematics either. It is in historic. If we could find historic holidays. Historic. There we go. The historic heroes. So this is the event upcoming that you get those heroes, which is your chance to get a farm build. If you do not have a farm build, playing Hit the Road can get you farm build. What is a farm build, right? It could be any one of three type of main or commanders. You get a KC clip, which is going to give you more materials. Materials, not build materials. Materials is in crafting materials. So from any given, say, material point, anything you could harvest, like a tree or a rock or ores, you can get more of, right? For ores, it's different. For ores, you get 100% of any ore you mine, which means if it gives you two, usually, then you're gonna get four, basically doubling what you usually get. If you were to get 10 planks, say from a tree, then you would get 20 planks. I don't think it's usually that high, but farming multiple trees obviously will show the amount you get. So if you were to farm two trees, and you'd probably see like 38 or something like that, which is pretty high. Normally, say you get 7, and then you get another 7, which is like 14. But for trees, since you get more than one material from a tree, like you'll get twine, you get planks, and you get adhesive resin sometimes. You'll get 100% of one of those three. So you will get double materials, but it's from one of the three drops from that harvestable item, like a tree. Same for the bricks, but bricks, it's what is it? Rough ore and any type of powder. So like what's it called? Simple powder. Not blast powder. Sorry, it's not like blast powder. It's powder like this, like fine grain, simple, char black, oxidized, that type of powder is what I'm talking about. So you can get 100% of anyone, right? So if you were to farm, say, a rock, you would get maybe double of this rough mineral powder or double of the rough ore. But it depends. It also works for items that can give you like batteries and nuts and bolts. So if you were to farm some of the stuff, like say you farm it's like a big green, I don't know what to call it, generator. All right, sorry about that. But powders, right? You can get any powder depending on level you're in. It's the type of powder you get. So if you're in Stonewood and you have this farm build, then you'll get a bunch of rough ore and a bunch of the simple powder. Not simple powder. I forget the name of it. I don't use it super often, so I end up forgetting the name of it. Rough mineral powder. There you go. Rough mineral powder. Then you can get the fine if you're in a bit higher. The simple and then the fine. Sorry. But that is also the order, right? This is the most common, not most common, but this is the lower level one. This one's a little higher. This one's a little higher. You know what I mean? You could tell by the stars. Items you can't get anymore, and what I like to explain to people because they think that you can still get them. You can't get spectralite. You cannot get a honey. You cannot get Vindertech mechanical parts. You cannot get spectral mineral powder. The 6-star stuff is not obtainable through regular. Through regular means. Unless you trade, which is not advised, right? Unfortunately, the community is flooded with mostly scammers. There are some honest people out there, but it's mostly scammers, to be honest. So I would advise not to trade, um, unless it's someone you know. You know what I mean? But even then, sometimes they might scam you. It sucks, but you know it happens. They will pretend to be your friend to get you to give them stuff, and then give them stuff, and then and then that's it. But you can't earn Casey in the upcoming event Hit the Road, but you can get this character. Right, her name is Prehistoric Izza. You can get Prehistoric Izza. I believe you could get. I'm forgetting the names of these characters. Archaeologist, and then you can also get basically all of the historic heroes, like this one, I think this one, and also this one. You can get. You get all of them, but this is just an example, right? Of the ones you can get. You can also get Blast from the Past because you get it from this guy, Fossil Sally, I think his name is, right? No, that's Beetlejuice because I clicked on the wrong one. This guy, if it's gonna stay there, there you go. Fossil Sally, there you go. So you can get it from him. Upcoming event is pretty good for people who need a farm build because this is your time to get one. Let's see, another build. If you don't know, 8 and 9 are the ones I would use for Storm King. 9 may need adjustment, but I don't know because this one you have to be shield depleted, and this one is just regular. So I'm banking on I will lose shield to have this, and that's what I think I'd never really told you guys, that I'm banking on losing shield to gain an increase in armor. But I mean, you guys can read, so I assumed you guys knew. Ghoul Trooper is another one. This is one I use more of a support instead of a damage, but although if you have a discharger and you're around my level or even probably level 130 or so, you'll be able to do fine with a discharge. You'll probably be able to one-shot the enemies with the discharger, right? Another one I think you might want for Ventures is this Commander Renegade. This is a 5-second minigun cooldown. I think it's got like a 15-second use time. But Commander Renegade or anyone who has the Going Again perk, which decreases cooldown. Commando cooldown. By 66. Then I have Happy Holidays for an additional ability cooldown. I have basically some people that could help me out, right? Like this one, Eliminating 10, will grant me some more damage buff and melee attack speed. I have this one for a duration increase. I have this one for going commando damage. Fuel for the Fallen because it does take energy to use abilities, and I want to have energy, so I want my energy to regen based on kills. And for me, this one's optional. You could have this guy. You cannot have him. It's fine if you don't. But I have Survivalist for some health over 3 seconds. It refreshes every elimination. So if you kill a bunch of enemies and you're half health, you're going to gain a bit of health back. It may not be all of it, but eventually, you know what I mean? If you kill enemies without getting hit, you'll gain it back. So it's pretty useful in that case. Let's see. I always recommend you run a constructor build as well. It doesn't have to be this exact one, right? You can run Power Mod as your main instead of Ice King. Keep Supercharged Traps or change it to Recycling if that's what you want. I usually use Supercharged Traps because I want that bit of extra damage. I do change it though. Sometimes, not all the time. That's what, like I said earlier, I have Mega Base Kaios for my AFK, almost AFK, I guess I'll say, almost AFK Plankerton endurance thing. So I'll have this guy up and he'll gain mats for me and I just sit there. But this is the one I recommend for Ventures. And it could be any combination, which, I just recommend a constructor build in this case. You don't have to have Supercharged Traps either. If you don't have it, then, you're fine. You could run Recycling or you could run Totally Rocking Out, because Totally Rocking Out will work with trap eliminations. They count as eliminations anyway. Um, or you can run Happy Holidays and keep. Oh, wrong one. You can keep running Happy Holidays, and that'll lessen the time for your abilities. So some constructors like have the turret. See how? Let me go back. See how he's got the little turret, the Rosie. Then he's got the decoy and he's got the bull rush. Those will be lessened if you have Happy Holidays. Um, or you can put different characters because other characters have different abilities. Like this one has. Oh, this one has the same one except for Plasma Pulse. So it doesn't have bull rush. He has Plasma Pulse, which is a pretty high damage one, especially. All right. So Plasma Pulse, I was going to say that it's good because if you get it high up onto the enemy's head, it's going to do headshot damage. So if a smasher were to rush into your buildings, you can drop that in front of it. Sometimes it'll stick to the head, which is kind of funny. It'll stick to their face and they just get a lot of damage taken, which is really good. But let's see. You don't have to run Power Mod either. If you don't have them, obviously you can run Base Kyle. So I have a Base Kyle. I have a Power Base Kyle. I have Harper. What's her name? Harper something. Mechanist Harper. But there's other characters that have that durability increase of traps, so you don't have to run the 6th character. I don't recall what the other one is. I think this one's from a pack. It might not be, but you can check the collection book for that type of ability. I'm also running Hotfix Hazard, and then I'm running Mega Base for a little bit more connectivity. Hotfix Hazard, there are a couple of other Hotfix characters. This one's what's his name? This one is Hotfix Hazard. I think I said it originally too. Hotfix Hazard. Hotfix Hazard is this guy. That is the third one. I wish there was like a listing so I can go down without having to scroll through each of them. You don't have a bow build too. I'm also recommending you try to make a bow build because bow builds in Ventures are really, really good. Even if your bow isn't necessarily the best, it still can be really good. What else? I mean, that's really it. That's all I wanted to get out. Weapons, basically, I mean, for Ventures, basically you want the highest power level weapon. You can keep going for more and more high power level weapons. That's good. But just go with weapons that are good. I don't know how to explain it. The better rarity and the better power level is the one you're gonna be looking for. But that is gonna be it for this video, guys. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.